another one. Yes, sir, we life is fuck, man. It's late as fuck for me. It's like 12 a.m. for me right now, 12 p.m., 12:18 for me right now. It's midnight. 0018 is the goddamn time right now, if I speak it in literal terms. It is late as fuck. It's goddamn midnight. 20 after midnight, man, so don't mind if the theme is a little bit more quiet. Or if I'm a little bit more quiet. I know it's not usual for me to be quiet. I'm a goddamn fire sign. I'm a goddamn explosive as fire sign. It is not normal for me to be quiet, but given that it's in the middle of the night right now, we have to lower our voice accordingly, right? Because, we gotta be fair in life. Others are sleeping, and I can't scream like I'm all alone right here right now. Because I don't want to get any noise complaints, you hear me? I like to keep my peace. And I know others like to keep their peace. So I have to act accordingly. You cannot expect things to come to you, but you're not doing these things to others. AKA, you can't expect something to happen if you ain't embodying that thing in the first place. Life is a simple phenomenon. Life ain't fair, but you have to be real. You have to be real with who you are and what you do. You feel me? I can't be loud. I can't be very loud, man. There is like a beautiful spider which is living in the shed. It's damn near alive for like half a year. And I've never seen a spider being alive for half a year. It like damn near grown on me. Even though I'm kinda terrified of spiders, I ain't gonna lie about it. It's kinda growing on me. That shit's kinda growing on me, I ain't gonna lie, it's doing kinda beautiful. It's low-key like my pet, man, my little pet. Even though it looks fucking disgusting as hell, man, you know what I'm saying? Don't get too close, man. Bronco to cross. I hope y'all enjoy your night, evening, morning, midday, wherever you're living at. I hope you enjoy your day, man. Enjoyment is vital. You cannot live life in an unfulfilled manner and expecting things to flow easily. Because you ain't even flowing easily. If you ain't easygoing, life can't be easygoing outside of you. Life is a thankless type of job sometimes. At least it appears that way. Because things ain't happening immediately. If you're doing something, if you're becoming something. What the fuck? Somebody here? Somebody here? I thought I heard somebody. Hold on a sec. I need to check some. No, okay, straight. I was outside of my goddamn shed for me in the middle of the night, man. Leave me the fuck alone. Leave your boy the fuck alone, man. Leave me the fuck alone, man. Leave me the fuck alone, man. Okay, I ain't tripping. Nobody's sure. But let us chill a little bit before we dive into the actual topic. Life appears to be a thankless job sometimes. Because, as I was saying, you cannot expect things to happen outside of you if you yourself is not embodying that type of thing. And even if you are embodying that thing you want to possess, you want to see outside of yourself, it's not happening immediately. To the point, weak minded people think that their internal change is pointless. It's like for nothing. But it doesn't appear that way. I mean, it does appear that way, but it actually ain't that way. It's just are very stuck and very stagnant and very like entitled. They think something should happen immediately. Okay, now I am a better person. Now I expect to see different results outside of me in an instant, like you're scrolling on social media or something. But things ain't happening in an instant, at least not externally. Not externally, internally. Things happen in an instant. I mean, you can change your life in an instant, internally speaking. But externally speaking, things are not in an instant. Things are not immediate like they are internally. I mean, you can feel, theoretically, sad, and in the next millisecond, you can feel extremely depressed, extremely sad, extremely overwhelmed, or like extremely, oh, that spider's moving, or like extremely moody or something. these type of things happen immediately. You change immediately on the inside. But that inside change is not something which happens on the outside in a timely fashion the way it does in the internal world. You get it? To the point, life appears to be like a thankless job. I mean, perhaps you come across certain teachers, if you want to call people teachers online, and they tell you you just have to take care of your internal. And when your internal changes, the external changes. You might very well come across these type of people and you receive their message. And now you practice what you preach. Now you change your internal and you expect the external to change, right? But it's not happening immediately. It might take. Who knows how long it takes? For some, it might happen in 2 days. For some, it happens in 2 hours. But for some, it happens in 20 years. Or, like, in a very spiritual perspective, in 200 years. Ever since they made that internal change. And I know this is like kind of hoo-ha, hocus pocus type of terminology. Like things happening in 200 years. Like in the next lifetime. But I get it. That's for a different type of occasion. Let's just stay surface level. Let's just stay. As a matter of fact, don't let us trim ourselves. Let's just actually get flunked out. Let's just actually get spiritual. Let's just get spiritual. As I was saying, who knows how long things take? You changing is bringing end result sooner or later. But what is sooner and what is later? When is sooner and when is later? Is it happening in 20 minutes from now? In 2 years from now? 2,000 years? 1,000 years from now? Who knows? Who knows? And it's not up to you to figure when it's going to happen. But it's frustrating sometimes, and I get it, I totally understand it. It is like human nature to want things in a timely fashion. And it's very frustrating to not get things immediately, even though you act accordingly in the right virtues and principles which you like to embody, which you like to, I guess, have in your life. Sometimes you might very well act in the right virtues and principles. But at that point, you still have to have some sort of faith, even though you're doing the right thing. You might very well do the right thing. Let's just say you want to be less insecure, and now you embody traits of being less insecure mentally. But still, you completely changing, completely transitioning in that new self of yours, in that new type of person of yours. It takes time to the point you don't see results, even though you're doing the right thing. And that can be frustrating and very irritating if you are somebody who's like very dependent on results. When you're somebody who's like deriving their confirmation based on if you're doing the right thing or the wrong thing, based off results, and you don't see results, it can be extremely frustrating. It can be extremely kind of tough. But now we get actually into the topic of the live stream. When things get tough, when challenges happen, when challenges secure. You're hearing? Shout out to everybody. And once again, it's in the middle of the night for me. It's midnight. It's like 12 p.m. for me right now. It's right after 12 p.m. So don't mind me lowering my voice. I know this is very unusual. Like the Raging Sun, the Blazing Star being like so calm and so cool. I'm not doing this on purpose. I'm doing this because I have to. It's just late as fuck, man. So don't mind the chilly milli vibes, man. Don't mind the goddamn chilly milli vibes. You know what I'm saying? I'm more water today. I'm more true Cancer rising today. I just can't be my fiery natures. At least not as far as volumes. I still am because I have no choice but to be, because this is who I am. This is my alignments I'm stuck into in this lifetime. But yeah, but just pretty much don't expect me to scream like I always used to. Like, don't expect me to be very dynamic how I always used to be, because it's in the goddamn middle of the night and in the night. It's in the middle of the night and I can't scream like I used to, man. So don't expect some dynamics, some fireworks to happen, man. Like Vegeta blasting up motherfuckers at Planet Namek. Don't expect some fireworks to happen, man. You can still expect them, but in a more calmly type of fashion. You feel me? But that's actually good, man. I'm actually like saving energy. I have no choice but to save energy because I just can't be crazily loud, man. But fuck that shit. Let's just stick into the goddamn topic. I don't wanna talk about myself so much. At least not when I'm 10 minutes into my goddamn live stream. We can talk about me later, but let's just stick into the topic. We will talk about me later, don't worry. Don't worry. We will. But when life gets hard if you don't see any results outside of your humanistic ass. When you don't see any results, life gets very hard. At least you make life very hard. Initially, it's not very hard, but you make it very hard. Because somebody who expects results is somebody who lacks faith about them doing the right thing, regardless if results come or if results don't come. Somebody who lacks faith always looks, period. That person is always looking, period. Because faith is in some way directly giving you satisfaction, directly fulfilling you. That is what faith is doing. It's having you in a sweet type of trance, which is fulfilling your internal waters. You get it? Faith is basically anchoring you down to the point you don't act out of your means. You stay moral. You stay, and moral in the sense of you stay to your reasonings. You stay to what's true to yourself. This is what it means to be moral. When you stay to your reasonings, when you stay to your norms, this is what it means to be moral. Okay? Don't get it twisted. Faith is allowing you to calm mind, even though right now something will change, but happening in a slow period. It's happening in a slow type of gradient. The gradient change is very slow in this world because we live in a condensed physical existence. Knock, knock, who's there? My flesh and bones is there. You feel me? Type shit. Faith is what's allowing you to have a calm mind, even though you don't see anything outside of you, which can validate you having a calm mind. Because life is hard. Life is challenging for all of us. We all have things which look bigger than us, which look like kind of overpowering if you give your power away too much. But I get it. We all do that shit. We all fall. We all are at the mercy of something which is a circumstance or like sometimes, Lord forbid, even a person which looks bigger than us by default. But devotion is not always good. Devotion is giving yourself away for something else. Automatically by default, that is de-empowering for the lack of better words. This is like disempowering for the lack of better words part 2, man. What the fuck? My Mercury chakra ain't kicking tonight. At least not for right now. For this sentence. But anyways, we all are exposed to challenges. But challenges, no matter how severe they look, no matter how dramatic or like how powerful and how strong that challenge appears to be, there is still some very nice value in that experience. And it sounds very cliche, and don't nobody wanna hear that shit when you're going through like a hard time. Oh, what you mean something valuable is about to happen? Oh, what you mean? What's so good about me going through challenges? I know, we don't like to hear that shit. We don't like to hear some sweet ass guru telling you your challenges are ultimately good. When you're getting your ass beat by life, when you're getting like backshots by 20,000 dudes, mentally speaking, based on life, man. When you're fucked by life, man. When you're fucked by life, when you're facing challenges, the last thing you want to hear is somebody telling you, but what you're going through is ultimately good. Because it doesn't feel good. There's just nothing but terror, nothing but hardship, nothing but hardness, no homo pulse. I hope it ain't physical for your ass. I hope it ain't physical for your nasty ass. But anyways, the point is, life is very hard. And the second point, the first son to that main point, is that harshness is not something which is ultimately bad for you. And as I was saying, don't nobody wanna hear how Life is ultimately good when you face something which is beating your ass. But you have to stay real. You have to stay true and mature. You have to separate yourself from yourself. You have to look at things as if you wasn't a person with feelings and thoughts, which is like something we like to call objectivity, which ain't really existing in the first place, but that's a whole different story. You have to look at things for what they truly are, for what they truly are. There is no better way but to describe that shit. You have to look at things for what they truly are. And 99.9% of the times based on catering your feelings, which are subjective towards the desire you like to obtain. And these type of things ain't naturally or like ain't normally to your highest good, because these things keep you limited towards one subjective type of mind frame you're limited and privy to. To the point, you cannot see what's truly beneficial and what ain't truly beneficial. You only see what you like to see. You only see what you want, basically. And with this type of mindset, with this type of POV, you cannot rise above your own self to see how things can be better than what they currently are. It's a very dangerous game, being stuck in some sort of self-serving, subjective POV, which is based on egotism and narcissism, which is furthermore based on you being too close-minded. You're too close into your own sum, to the point you only see yourself, and you cannot see the true meanings and reasonings of that circumstance and situation, which go beyond you feeling good, which go beyond you trying to be comfortable 24/7. You get it? Now something we call separation has to occur. Separation is being real. Separation is basically being real. Because separation is like you seeing things for what they truly are. If you're stuck into my face, you cannot see me for what I truly am. But if you initiate some sort of separation, some sort of distance, distance is synonymous with separation. You can clearly see the whole picture now. And that trick, which basically just separation, works for anything. It works for goddamn anything, oh my goddamn. It works for goddamn anything, especially with your mind, man. When you're able to initiate some separation, you can be real. You can see the whole picture of that limited mind frame you're lost in. Now you're able to come up with solutions. But because you now see the whole picture, as I was saying, you cannot see the whole picture right now. You can just see my goddamn ear. But if you separate yourself, or if I initiate some sort of distance, you can see the whole picture now. And this is like something a lot of people, a whole lot of people, damn near everybody is lost in. This closeness. Everybody is lost in closeness. Just being too selfish, too narcissistic, to the point things should just happen my way. Things should be taken. No, I want to vote. It never really goes beyond your little I, your little wants and needs, because you're not real with yourself. You cannot separate. You cannot initiate separation to the point you're now able to see the whole picture. You get it? And this is a quality everybody lacks. Everybody misses, which is just being real. Hence, everybody's being fake and artificial. You cannot be real if you don't have any distance. Have you ever heard of a planet called Saturn before? Realness equals distance. And nobody's real because everybody is close. Everybody's too close-minded in their own self. No, we say things like this world is fake as fuck because nobody has the quality of true separation, of true distance, of true equality, which is happening through just ghosting things, through just getting some sort of space between you and what's happening. You feel me? Now you come up with expressions like everybody's fake as fuck. Everybody ain't real. Of course nobody is real, because nobody can initiate separation. Everybody likes to be close to things. Everybody likes to keep things close to their space, to their heart chakra. We don't like to separate from things. Not we, but people don't like to separate from things. You're unable, not necessarily you per se, but people are unable to separate themselves from their own subjective wants and needs. Because people's wants and needs are their everything. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. If I can't get 10,000 children by the age of 21, I will be a goddamn failure. You see, without that desire, you don't even like to live. You just can't initiate any separation to see the bigger picture, to seize new opportunities, because you're too much into your own self. You're too much of yourself. Hence, I'm always subliminally saying, like, underlining that I ain't a person. I don't act like a person because I have separation within me. I know what's a desire and what's not a desire. I know what to serve and what to ghost. I know how to detach and how to attach. And it just so happens that I'm detached with my own energies. But everything is in reverse. If you play out proper, detaching natures, you get things which others are attached to. If you deal with your own natures, you get the things people go crazy for because you know how to take care of yourself. And when you take care of yourself through learning the art of separation and distance towards things you don't want and need, you get fruits of life. You get like fruits, left and right, left, right. You get fruits in life. Fruits people chase the whole lifetime, no pun intended. Fruits people try to like go crazy after like 20 years plus, but you just get it like it's nothing because you don't even want it. That apple is fucking sour as hell. What the fuck? Ugh. It's so sour, man. It's like green as fuck. Even though it looks red, man, it's kind of green on the bottom. And I just straight up was taking a bite at the goddamn bottom, man. What the fuck? The first apple bottom I don't like, man. What the fuck what the fuck is wrong with this apple, man? It tastes nasty as fuck. But anyways, my guys, it was my whatnot. Challenges, 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 challenges. I was talking about challenges, but in a more indirect manner. But now let's just get direct. Let's just get straight into it. Let's just get more straight, more masculine, more direct, more sharp, more hard, more whatnot, man. Y'all name it, man. Let's just get direct, man. Without a challenge, you wouldn't grow. This sounds cliche, but let's break the cliche down. Because you have to go simple first, and then you go deep. Make things simple first, talking cliches, and then go deep. Challenges are made to make you stronger. Challenges make you stronger. Because a challenge is like you you actually fighting. Because like watching videos online, being on the internet, meditating in your room, doing shadow work is like training. But training is one thing. When are you actually fighting? Huh? When are you actually like trying to test your goddamn knowledge in real life? Huh? When are you trying to pursue a one-on-one battle in real life? Huh? Never? Yeah, right, man. Yeah, man. Y'all look like y'all never going to fight in the first place, man. Wimpy ass spirits are goddamn walking this earth like crazy. Like goddamn crazy, man. Challenges, challenges, challenges. Challenges are something everybody runs away from. And it doesn't make any sense, especially if you claim yourself as a spiritual person, if you claim to be spiritual. Because spirituality is like training, it's like refining your technique, sharpening up your boxing techniques, sharpen up your like goddamn combos. You jab straight, lead leg kick or some combos. You jab straight head kick type of combos. It's like spirituality. You're building your fighter up. You're building yourself up. You're building your strength up. But you're telling me you're training, but you don't actually fight? Of what use is you training then? I just like to train. At some point, we assumed that you were afraid of a goddamn fight, man. Because I was doing martial arts. Actually, for quite a long time. Or like any competitive sports. Before I quote unquote turned spiritual, I was like a jockey. I was doing a shit ton of sports. I was playing football or like soccer, how y'all like to call it. I was like actually into kickboxing and all of that sweet shit. And I saw so many people who were training like crazy, but they never actually fight. And this is like a weird nature of humans. That they like to prepare. They like to do 20,000 hours of shadow work. But when it comes to testing your knowledge, they never do it. They never pursue a challenge. So at some point, what good is actually you training? What good is actually you putting in work behind closed doors if you don't stand behind that work? If you don't stay true to that work? It doesn't make any sense, man. It borderline doesn't make any sense whatsoever, man. When you are training, when you are bettering yourself, Why are you running away from shit? Because you're doing so much shadow work. You're doing so much internal caretaking, internal nurturing, taking care of insecurities and whatnot. Whatever you claim to be, you claim as shadow work. Of what good is doing all of these 10,000 of hours of trying to better yourself if you don't have the courage to stand behind who you are, if you don't have the courage to finally face something which was previously kicking your ass? It's of no use doing all of these crazy ass, fancy ass, spiritual ass techniques if you can't seem to gain the courage to face a challenge in life. Because a challenge is like an exam. An exam is telling you how good you are or how bad you are. And you cannot test yourself if you don't participate in something which is testing you, which is like stretching your limits. Essentially, a stress test. A stress test is telling you how efficient you are, where you lack, and where you need, and where you're already good at. You feel me? But a shit ton of people never gain the courage to face a challenge, which is the most potent tool to furthermore enlighten yourself. It's just to face a challenge. A challenge, whether you succeeded or you fail, is telling you a shit ton about yourself. A whole lot about yourself. A whole lot about yourself. A goddamn challenge cannot be negative. It can't be something which is ultimately destroying you. That is if you stay physically alive after that challenge. As a goddamn requirement, okay? But in all seriousness though, if you're still alive and you claim you failed a certain challenge, if you're still alive, your challenge was successful. Even if you don't get a desired outcome, even if you don't get what you wanted initially, you're still good. Because now you have certainty behind your actual skill level. Now you know where you need to improve. Now you know what's actually wrong about you. Because we are very bad judges when it comes to being real with ourselves. Here we go again, being real with ourselves. We have a very, not we, but people have a very hard time being real towards their own self. So they cannot truly, rightfully judge how good and how bad they are in keyword reality. In goddamn reality. I mean, it is like very common for people to be their own worst critic. But if they externalize their capability, let's just say you're like a musician, you're like somebody who's rapping, and you think your rap skills are completely ass. You think you're like a 0 out of 10 when it comes to rapping. You label yourself as a goddamn failure when it comes to making music. But after some fateful day, somebody else sees your music, and that person goes like, damn, you fucking fire. That's like the most spectacular track I've ever heard in my whole life. Some shit like that happens because people, on their own free time, are very bad when it comes to judging their own self because of certain biases we lost in. Keyword, we lost in. We too close minded, keyword close, into our own natures to the point see what's truly real. Only other people can see what's real. Not only, like a lot of times, not necessarily only because it's not exclusive to judge yourself based on the reaction of other people. But majority amount of the times, other people are very accurate when it comes to judging, when it comes to seeing yourself for what you truly are, because they don't have the hateful bias you have towards your own self. Okay? At least if that person is like not some sort of dickhead who's like purposely trying to put you down or something. But the gist of it all is that people are much better at seeing ourselves for what we truly are than our own selves. At least usually. But fuck that shit. Challenges. It actually still is conducive to my title, but let's just get even more straight. Let's just sharpen up even more, man. Let's just get even harder, man. No homo. Let's just get even more harder, even more realer. You see the correlation? Let's get even harder. Let's get even realer. You see the correlation, part two? It's goddamn crazy, man. It's in the goddamn words, man. The truth is stupid asses. Yeah, fucking weird asses, man. Weird fucking asses, man. Thank God these motherfuckers ain't in my chat today, man. Stupid asses. But anyways, ladies and gentlemen, it's super egotistical and weak to label you. So, but let me show my mouth. Let me show my mouth. It's very egotistical and narcissistic to run away from life, period. Because running away from life is like a golden ticket to stagnation. Life in and of itself is never easy. Not never, but barely easy. It's not. My theory was goddamn right. I was noticing something. In fact, I will tell you what I've noticed at the end of my live stream because I can tell you right now. I'm sick, man. Yeah. But I ain't stupid, man. I can see in the dark, man. I'm a goddamn Sag Moon, man. I'm a Sag Moon. Check this out. I can see in the goddamn dark, man. Stupid, yo. I tell you what I noticed after this live stream. At the end of my lecture, I'll tell you what I noticed. I stupid. I ain't stupid whatsoever, man. I'm stupid whatsoever. Enough of that. I'll tell you what I noticed after my goddamn lecture. Part 2000 right now. I was about to say that it is egotistical and narcissistical and kinda weak to run away from life. Not kinda, it is weak to run away from life. Because in some way, shape, or form, life is here to help you. God, the great space, is here to help you. Coming to your life. It's coming to your life. Based in the force of people, scenarios, and like other things outside of you, which you label as challenges. Challenges is just one way of the great space, the great spirit to come to you. And if you run away from life, from experiences, you run away from God. Why do you think experiences are directly correlated with Jupiter or like Sagittarius and Cancer and Pisces? Like spiritual signs which are here to help you, like teachers and nurturers and caretakers. Because experiences is like God's voice, if you will. It's like the great space's voice to come to you, to show what truly is. It is showing you where you're at. It's like your mirror. Whatever you're experiencing is your mirror of who you are. And if you run away from experiences, you're directly running away from yourself. And you are avoiding gazing into the mirror, gazing into the lion's eyes, gazing into your own ego's eyes. You're avoiding that by running away from experiences. So you're spitting God in the face, basically. You're like doing this to the face of God, man. When you run away from experiences, you're borderline spitting in God's face. Because experiences are spiritual. Spiritual experiences are spiritual. And if you close yourself off from these experiences, you're stuck into your own self right now. Not right now, but accordingly, followingly. You're stuck into your own self if you run away from experiences. Because all you see is yourself if you don't see anything outside of yourself. Duh, 1 + 1 = 2 type of knowledge. Separate from experiences, separate from others in the negative type of way. To actually about how good isolation is. I meant to say how good separation is. But is a question of your agenda. Why are you initiating separation? Are you initiating separation because you're afraid of facing something? Or are you initiating separation because you try to understand the whole picture through initiating some sort of space to see the whole picture? What you're doing ain't always what's the end all and be all. It's your agenda. It is your meaning and reasoning. It is your morality. Shout out to Radical Tsunami, man. Yes, sir. Shout out. Thank you for coming in, man. Peace out as if I was about to dip, man. I'm staying, man. I'm staying. I have all night left for this live stream. And it's almost 1 a.m. for me. Nice and peaceful today. Today was a busy day and I had no time to come live. So I decided to come live in the middle of the night. Hence, I have to do like a goddamn ASMR, man. I have to like talk in a very low type of voice to not wake up my goddamn neighbors. Because if I were to keep up my normal volume, I would get noise complaints, goddamn charges, FBI storming my goddamn house. in an instant, man, because your boy is one loud ass motherfucker, man. I am one loud ass motherfucker, man. I can't stay quiet whatsoever, man. But today I'm forced to be quiet because it's in the middle of the night. It's 1 a.m. for me right now. Almost 1 a.m. It's 1 a.m. and 7 minutes for me right now, man. It's crazy, crazy. Oh my god. Oh my fucking lord. Oh my lord. Oh my lord. I've noticed something. I've noticed something strange. I'm telling you this right away because I don't want to wait. I just glitched out, right? I just had a disconnect, right? And before my disconnect, I had 11 views. After my disconnect, I have 7 views. And anytime my viewers are like at like 2 viewers, 3 viewers, I have 0 disconnects. And anytime my viewers are like kind of speaking, kind of spiking up to the heavens, I tend to have disconnects. And after every disconnect, I lose like a couple of viewers. What kind of shit is that, man? And it's like a disconnect which is happening in like a split second. It's a split second of a disconnect, and after my split second of a disconnect, 5 people are gone, 4 people are gone. It doesn't make any sense, man. You're fucking retarded in your brains, man. I don't know what it is. I don't know what I've done wrong. I don't know if I pissed off anybody, but I'm just making videos, man. I don't even look at myself as important. What I'm doing ain't shit. It's not of any importance. I'm gonna keep it 100, man. I don't look at myself as I am the shit, man. But others do. Others think I'm super important to the point my numbers need to be censored with like a whopping 5 viewers in my life. It's fucking crazy, man. I don't even see myself as the best thing in the world. But for some strange reason, others do. But it's not for the good. It's not out of admiration. I can tell you so much, man. I can tell you so much, man. But fuck that shit. Fuck that shit. I will discuss that topic in a couple of minutes, but let me get actually through my goddamn lecture. It is not about what you're doing. It is why you're doing it. Separation and isolation and distance. This is like the method, but are you doing it out of fear or are you doing it out of understanding? Because isolation out of understanding simply means you separating yourself from your own lens to see the whole picture. And I got kicked out of my own life. I came back, and 2 viewers are like spawning into this life too. Numbers is fake, don't even bother. I have much more people in here. I have around 30 to 40 people in here. Because after, anytime I'm making this live stream, anytime I'm finishing this live stream, and it shows you how many people watch your live stream, and it's telling me like 40 or like 35. But these 35 or like 40 views ain't apparent right now. They're saying 4, but it's not real. It's not real. It is not real. It is not real. So now we left off at a choice. Are you doing things out of fear? Are you separating yourself from life out of fear? Or are you separating yourself from yourself out of understanding for the sake of getting clairvoyance? So when you actually jump back into life, you can see better now. You can see clearly now. You feel me? That's like the whole purpose of meditation, if y'all don't know. Oh. Oh. I was chewing on the goddamn apple seed. Oh. Atrocious. 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 I'm missing 4 teeth. Hence, I'm chewing very slowly. I don't have any holes in my teeth. They still look full, but I'm missing 4 teeth. Fun fact, because as a kid I had braces and they told me we need to steal 4 of your teeth so you won't have any problems later. I never understood it, but now I have like 28 teeth instead of 32. Yay, yay. Hence I chew very slowly. Motherfucker stole my teeth, man. I had like 4 vampire teeth. Sharp vampire teeth. Like fangs. And they stole my 4 fangs. Now I'm like toothless. Now I'm like left without my goddamn precious 4 vampire teeth. Fuck y'all, man. I think they look too sexy or something. And they snatched away my goddamn 4 vampiristic teeth. For the sake of more space, I guess. So my other teeth can have more space. Fuck y'all, man. I want my teeth back, man. Stupid asses. I'm still mad about it. At this day. And it happened 6 years ago. I'll hold grudges forever. One thing about me I don't forget, man. I never forget. If you do something towards me, I will never forget it. Positively or negatively. If you say something which is helpful to me, I will never forget it. But if you say something which is like harmful towards me, I still won't forget it. I will never forget shit. No matter how many years back in the past that event was, I'm never forgetting shit. I ain't forgetting shit whatsoever. But the whole purpose of meditation is to gain clarity, is to gain clairvoyance, to the point you can jump back into life and see things clearly. This is separating yourself from life for a good reason, for a good moral cause. And I've noticed something part 3. For a good moral type of cause, man. Y'all motherfuckers think you're studying me, but I'm actually studying y'all, man. Y'all ain't shit in the brain, man. I'm actually studying y'all, man. And I'll tell everybody what y'all doing after my lecture. I will tell everybody what y'all doing after my lecture, man. Because I ain't fucking stupid in my goddamn brain, man. I ain't stupid in my brain. I will tell everybody what the fuck y'all doing to YouTubers after my lecture. Because y'all not studying me, I'm studying y'all, man. I've studied y'all behaviors because y'all ain't shit and I don't like this shit. They don't like it. They don't like it. They don't like it. I just got disconnected. They don't like it. They ain't liking it. Whatever, man. Keep on doing that shit. I'm studying your ass. Anytime I'm online, I'm studying how people act who are in some sort of power issue. Some sort of power seat, I meant to say. But anyways, y'all. Challenges are not something to run away from. Because they're your greatest asset. They're your greatest teacher. Keyword teacher. Experiences are scary because experiences are directly linked to God, to nothing, no shape and form. Experiences, they don't bring any certainty, they don't bring any surety to your life, to your theories, to your self beliefs and self delusions, if you have any about yourself. An experience is so scary because people fear God. People don't like God, nothingness, the great space, just experiencing without any previously obtained thoughts, previously obtained feelings. People deeply, deeply fear that type of shit. They extremely fear it, man. Experiencing something on a pure naked instant, on a pure naked agenda. Hence, they run away from experiences because an experience is reminding you that you cannot predict life. Let's just say you go on your first date. You cannot have any thought or feeling which is preparing you to see the scenario for what it is. You have to go through it and see, based on the experience, how things are going, how things are actually looking. But you sitting on your home 2 days before you date, damn, is she actually so thick like she claimed to be on Instagram? Damn, is she actually bad as fuck? You cannot predict that shit until you meet that girl, until you see things for what they truly are. And this is scary for people. Uncertainty. Experiences are uncertain, and experiences are challenges. They are uncertain. Period. They're just fucking uncertain. Because people fear God. They fear limitlessness. They fear nakedness. Hence, they have a problem being naked. Damn, when I'm naked, I see my 10,000 belly rolls. When I'm naked, I can't even see my dick, man. Y'all are afraid to be naked on every level. It's crazy. All the way down to physically being naked. I don't advise y'all to go naked in the public and say, yeah, I've watched Blazing Mellow online and he said I shouldn't be afraid to be naked. Man, have some common sense, man. Have some fucking common sense and don't be ready. Don't be ready to watch my dad. But experiences are nakedness, at least mentally. Sometimes physically, but most often than not mentally. Every time mentally. And people don't like that. People don't like to go through naked things. No homo. Don't get my words twisted. Don't twist my words. People don't like naked things, but I like naked things. especially naked women, because I don't swing that way. And being naked is something people run away from because they don't like God. They like to have certainty, stability, assurity, promised natures. Yeah, people like to be promised things. Hence, they fear dying so much. Because dying is something you have no concept about. After death, you don't have any feeling about what might happen after death. You don't have any preconceived surety based through a mental concept about that experience. Hence, you fear it so much, man. But dying is actually nakedness. So you fear nakedness, you fear God. People fear God. The Bible was right. People fear God. People extremely fear God. The Bible was absolutely right. God is something everybody's afraid of. Nothingness, nakedness, uncertainty, new experiences. This is what everybody is deeply afraid of. You feel me? The Bible was spot on. Shout out to Mystic and Stereo. Peace. Salute to you. But the Bible was actually right, man. People fear God. People fear nakedness. People fear going through things for the first time. They're deeply terrified. Hence, they run away from challenges. Hence, they ghost going through something which is challenging to their spirit, which is like stressing their capabilities, which is truly telling them how good they are, how valuable their shadow work actually was, how much fruits they have obtained based on their training. As I was saying earlier, some tweaking animals outside of my goddamn window. Some stupid as bird, man. Some tweaking as bird. And as I was saying, shadow work is like training. But what are you training for if you don't fight eventually? I'm tripping, man. This bird is like making crazy ass noises. And of what good is you training if you don't fight eventually? You have to fight eventually. You have to show your skills eventually because life is a test. Shout out to Islam. Shout out to Islam. Life is a goddamn test, man. Life is testing you. Life is testing your skills, who you truly are on the inside. And at least people who seek life know this, that life is nothing but a lie. And if you believe that lie, it will be true. But all of these challenges, all of these fears, all of these anxieties are just bluffs. They're just straight up lies. They're just straight up nothing. Straight up nothing. They're only as scary as you make them. Opinions of others, whatever you're afraid of, based on associating experiences to your life, whatever you're afraid of an experience, that shit is only as scary as you make it. And I know this sounds cliche as well, this sounds surface level as well, this sounds kinda, I don't know, man, I've heard this 10,000 times before as well. God damn it, man, go in. Go in. There we go. This sounds like very cliche, but it is actually real. If you don't believe, it won't hurt you. I don't believe in ghosts. I'm not afraid of ghosts or what's in the dark. Hence, I'm outside my goddamn house at 1 a.m. in the dark making a live stream because I'm not afraid of shit, man. If I was afraid of ghosts, if I was afraid of goddamn craziest things in the dark, I wouldn't be here because my belief overpowered me. This is like a proof that life is only as scary as you make it type shit, man. Type mother. What the fuck? 2 spiders? Where did that second spider come from? What the fuck? These motherfuckers live in here like it's like a goddamn rent-free ass apartment or something. And it ain't even an apartment. It's like a shed. A shed I'm working in. I don't live here. It's not my home. This shit right here is not my home. Shout out to my Jordans, man. Shout out to my. This is my cellar right here. I'm in the middle of nowhere, and this spider. Can you see this shit? Can you see this shit? What the fuck is this zoom? There it is. Right here. That shit is watching my ass, man. He's looking my homie, man. He's like living here ever since spring. And I'm not killing him because he's my homie, man. Shout him out, man. That's my goddamn guy, man. That's my goddamn motherfucker, man. I'm like the Spider-Man for real, you know? I'm Spider-Man, even though I'm terrified of spiders, man. Shout him out, man. It's like my real ass motherfucker, man. He my dude, man. He my goddamn homie. He my real ass motherfucker, man. Shout him out, man. Mysterious said right. Can't be in your winter arc and summer arc 24/7. I think you meant to say can't. Because motherfuckers can't. Because one day you have to step out and test your results. Of what good is you training 24/7 if you don't fight eventually? What's you training for? I know you're training to stay fit, but of what good is you staying fit if you don't utilize your fitness? Perfect example, man. Goddamn perfect example. You can claim to it, yeah, I'm just staying fit 24/7, but of what good is you stay fit if you don't use your fitness? Okay, I think enough has been said. This lecture's over, so let's just talk about some hot bullshit. Talking about bullshit. I was like at my uncle's house, and my other uncle came too. So it was like a big ass family gathering. Like my family and gathering for shit, man. But it was like one of these rare occasionings my family gathered. Parts of my family gathered, and I've seen three of my young cousins: a 2-year-old baby, a 9-year-old kid, and an 11-year-old kid. 11. Oh my god. I still can't believe it, but let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. This brain rot type of thing is really crazy. This brain rot YouTube short phenomenon is fucking crazy. It is some real shit, man. Because children nowadays, like especially like young children, which are like quote unquote the Gen Alpha, yeah, they call it Gen Alpha, goddamn generation. These motherfuckers can't live a single minute without watching some sort of YouTube shorts on their TV. And what kids are consuming nowadays, as far as like entertainment, is purely YouTube. And the algorithm for kids on YouTube is the most outrageous thing I've ever seen in my life. I am convinced no person who's actually sound in their mind invents these type of brain roll jokes. They have to be manufactured. Because the things I'm seeing, I just can't make sense. I just can't make sense out of it. How can a human possibly create something so outrageous and stupid to the point children become retarded based on watching YouTube shorts, man? Cartoons back in my childhood, which was like a couple years ago. Cartoons and like entertainment when I was a young kid wasn't necessarily that stupid. They wasn't putting like damage in my brain. They wasn't making me retarded. But what kids are watching nowadays, that shit is borderline. Brain rot is the right terminology. Brain rot is the absolute right terminology. Because what motherfuckers are seeing is like melting their brain cells away. It is melting their brain cells away to the highest degree. And I can't seem to fathom what I have goddamn watched in this goddamn TV screen in my goddamn uncle's living room. That shit is fucking crazy. That shit is fucking crazy. I don't have any words, man. I really have a hard time really thinking about this shit because who the fuck invented YouTube Kids? Who the fuck invented YouTube Shorts? What children are seeing? What children are seeing? It is absolutely outrageous. I have a hard time believing somebody actually was that stupid to invent that type of entertainment. Are motherfuckers that weird? Are motherfuckers that weird in the brain? This is like borderline concerning. It is borderline concerning. You said now somebody legitimately made brain rot. I know I'm just joking. I'm just making metaphors, but I have a hard time believing that people actually legitimately made brain rot. Because what the fuck have they done? What the fuck have they done to children, man? It's like borderline concerning, it's borderline scary, it's borderline a threat to people's mind. And I can't understand how this shit even came so far, man. I was telling my cousin, he's like, before. I was telling him, yo, in 5 years from now, our cousins will be extremely retarded. I'm genuinely worried about my cousins. I told him, in 5 years from now, I don't know how they will think, even if they're able to think, man. That shit is fucking crazy. That shit is fucking outrageous. This is like the one of the most outrageous things known to man. YouTube Shorts and YouTube Kids. Fuck YouTube Shorts. Shit I'm doing is actually banned in the YouTube algorithm. But what motherfuckers are seeing in the YouTube algorithm is borderly destroying their life. And Do you guys seriously think I'm trying to destroy your lives? Do I look like I'm here out here trying to destroy your lives? Do I look like I'm here trying to inject some brain damage into your mind? I don't. I fucking don't. It's just it's fucking outrageous. Me, it's like a goddamn lunatic. They have like the audacity to label me like that shit is destroying people's mind, people's life. And that shit is perfectly normal. That shit is perfectly fine, man. That shit is fucking perfectly normal. And you can't say I'm exaggerating. What is canon on YouTube is actually destroying somebody's life. What is canonized on the YouTube Kids algorithm is actually not helpful at all in the life of a goddamn child, man. So the audacity motherfuckers have to censorize people who actually are here to provide some value is out of this goddamn world. It is out of this world, ladies and gentlemen. I can't seem to believe it, man. I can't seem to believe it, man. And if you say certain words, your life is glitching. At least my life is glitching. This is what I was noticing earlier. Let me actually talk about it. I promise I'll talk about it. If you say certain words, your life is glitching and your views are going up and down. It's like really, really weird. And if you one funniest thing is every time I'm talking about myself, my views go down. At least they appear to go down. Because I don't know what it is. I guess motherfuckers don't like it when you talk about yourself, when you're like a true individual, because don't make yourself more important than what you truly are. When you talk about yourself, I guess this is what makes motherfuckers jealous, what makes motherfuckers tweak, man. So if you genuinely talk about yourself in a beneficial way, which is not necessarily narcissistic, your life is being messed with. It is crazy. It is crazy what people are doing. It is absolutely outrageous what people are doing. It is straight borderline outrageous. Let me tell you something. Let's play a little game. When I'm finishing my life, tell me how many views you see. Make a screenshot and tell me how many views. You don't have to make a screenshot and you don't have to tell me something. I'm just making a metaphor. I'm just making like some sort of rhetoric question. Check out how many views I have. It's not real. Because after I finish this live, it is telling me my actual views. And they are not shown immediately. And you can't say this is a YouTube bug. Because when Chris Brown makes a live stream and he finishes his live stream, his views are shown immediately. But when I am, oh, now it's a YouTube bug. Oh, no, it's like fucking weird, man. No, it's fucking, no, there's something different. No, there's something different. No, now it's something different. Crazy, man. But who gives a fucking damn, man? Who gives a damn in the first place? Because I'm not here to obtain any views. I'm not money, so I'm far from it. I live in real life. I have my peace, man. I'm a very peaceful individual. Is your boy, your favorite Melo, is your boy, right back with another one. Shout out to Open Third Beat, man. Is your boy, man. Shout out, man. But I was telling, I have a very peaceful life. I have a very easygoing life because I don't live for online. I don't live for this shit right here. Hence, I don't weak to obtain money, fame, riches, bitches, and whatnot. Okay, let's just leave the bitches aside, man. I'm lying. But I'm not here to obtain any money, any views. At least not views, fuck money. I'm lying as well, but I'm not here to obtain any views. I'm not here to obtain any views. I'm not stressing about this online shit. To the point, I don't make this shit important. But talking about important shit, my dumbass forgot to upload my goddamn song, man. I was finishing one track for my album I want to release on this goddamn new moon. It's still the new moon and I will release it after this live stream. I'm just a goddamn perfectionist, man. It's like I'm polishing the quality of that goddamn audio like 10,000 times to the point I can't be satisfied enough to release it. But after this live, I will release my song, I think. Yeah, I'm trying to release my song, man, after this live, man. I will release my goddamn song after this live, man. Yes, sir, man. Yes, sir, man. Yes, sir, man. Yes, sir, man. You said, is it supposed to empty your mind? It's not supposed to be, but it is. People are not used to that state. Anything you're not used to is hard. You're not used to have an empty. I'm not talking about you per se. Everybody is not used to have an open mind. Hence, it becomes hard. to clear your mind, I meant to say. Nobody is used to have a clear mind. There is constantly something in your mind. Everybody is thinking 24/7 throughout the whole life. Hence, if they dive into like meditation and like practices to have an empty mind, it becomes hard because they're not used to that mind state. Good question. They're not used to that state of being. Therefore, it becomes hard. If you're not used to ride a bike, riding a bike is hard, but it's not supposed to be hard. Like having a clear mind, having an empty mind is supposed to be the easiest thing in the world. Because what do you need to do to have an empty mind? Nothing. And you doing nothing is not something hard. It's not something in the first place. It's not something at all. Having an empty mind is not something. People are used to have a very saturated mind. There we go. People are used to have a very saturated mind. Therefore, it becomes hard to empty your mind. But it's not supposed to be hard, you feel me? Actually, it is supposed to be hard. Because motherfuckers engineered life in a way which is making emptiness hard. So they are like actually trying to make that shit hard. In all actuality, you're right. Because like certain government officials, certain rulers of countries, they make it hard for you to have an empty mind. But it's not supposed to be. It's supposed to be if you live in the world, because this is what motherfuckers make it to be. It's not like some universal mechanism. It's some human shit. It's some stupid human shit, some dumb human shit. They make things like beauty, looking a certain way, having this, having that so important. To the point you cannot have it outside of your mind. You cannot live without it. Now it becomes very hard to have an open mind, an empty mind. I like that question, man. Really good question. Interesting question. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my Sag moons, man. I can count on the goddamn Sagittarius to make some goddamn good talking points, man. Shout out, man. Shout out Open 30, Mysterio, and Radical Tsunami, and everybody who's been watching, man. Shout out to you a lot. I appreciate y'all. I really appreciate y'all. I really do, man. Because shit's weird. Shit is very weird. Not that I'm bothered, but the common thing you receive online is hate. I'm not bothered by it, but it's just something normal on the internet. It's not something normal in real life. Because in real life, real people are not that hateful. Real people are not that dickhead minded. Real people are not that insecure like the people just. And even if I'm on my phone, I'm doing some peaceful shit because I'm a peaceful person. I'm not stressed or bothered by anything, you feel me? But yeah, guys, it's kind of late. It's 1 a.m. for me right now. It's fucking 23 for me right now. It's crazily late. And I'm getting kind of tired. I still need to finish my song. I need to like polish my goddamn audio. The lyric video is out. And my song will be released in a couple hours, in like 1 hour or somewhere, like 2 hours. Maximum. Yes, sir. I'm excited, man. I love this goddamn song. I love this goddamn song. Tell me goddamn crazy, man. You said thank you, man. Shout out to you also for going like teaching. Yeah, man, I appreciate you. I really appreciate you. Thank you for coming in, man. I appreciate it. Thank you, man. Much gratitude, attitude, man. Yes, so gratitude, really good gratitude, man. Really good gratitude, man. Yeah. Because one thing personally about me, Venus is opposing my moon, and I have a North Node in Taurus. I'm supposed to be more kind. I don't understand people online. They say you're supposed to be a dickhead, but a dickhead for me is like my normal thing. My South Node is in Scorpio in the 5th house. It's normal for me to be like egotistical and like goddamn evil. It's normal for me to be like a goddamn narcissistic as motherfucker, man. My sun is in Leo. But my North Node is in goddamn Taurus and my moon is opposing Venus. Something your moon is opposing is low-key like your North Node. It's something you need to learn. It's low-key like your North Node. When your moon is opposing a certain planet. You feel me? And even a sign. Let's just take me for instance. My moon is opposing Gemini. Like I have a Sag moon is opposing Gemini moons. I am supposed to gain more logic. Not logic, but to like, yeah, you can say logic. I'm supposed to gain more accurate words. Because Gemini and Sagittarius work like this. Sagittarius is the wisdom. And Gemini is how you convey the wisdom. How you talk about your wisdom. Because wisdom is nothing if you can't verbalize it properly. But words are also nothing if they don't have any wisdom behind it. So Gemini and Sagittarius go together. Between Mercury and Jupiter, there is no war. Every other opposition is a war. Like Mars and Venus is like a war. Love versus hate. Saturn. What else? Yeah, I think that's it. Every opposition, except the Jupiterian and Mercurian oppositions, are like conflict. But Jupiter needs Mercury and Mercury needs Jupiter. There's no war. They go hand in hand. They're like partners. Hence, people say Sagittarius and Gemini is like not a harsh opposition. Sagittarius is the wisdom. Sagittarius is what you know. But what you know and your wisdom is worth nothing without proper logic, without proper words behind your wisdom you're trying to express. And it goes vice versa. Your words ain't shit if your words ain't wise. So a Gemini yapping 24/7 without no wisdom and shit, and a Sagittarius trying to preach, but he explained he can't make sense out of what you're seeing and preaching. Oh, I've seen God! I've seen the darkness! I've seen the light! Yeah, bro, you sound like a lunatic. Articulate yourself properly. But the Gemini was just talking about shit. Yeah, man, the grass is green. Yeah. A Gemini was just yapping 24/7 without proper wisdom. We don't like to hear you talk. So Jupiter and Mercury need each other. It's not a harsh opposition. So, like, the hate is no such thing between Jupiter and Mercury. It's like a given. Because Jupiter and Mercury are like both learners, teachers, students and teachers. Mercury knows it needs Sagittarius, it needs Jupiter, and Jupiter knows it needs Mercury. At least the higher octave natures. A wise Gemini knows he needs proper Sagittarius natures, or she. And wise Sagittarius knows he needs or she needs proper Gemini natures. And the wise person also knows what to do. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? All I'm saying is Jupiter needs Mercury and Mercury needs Jupiter. So my little cousin, she is a Sagittarius sun and a goddamn Gemini moon. But I don't see her being in conflict with her natures because oppositions usually create conflict. I knew somebody who was like my girl, my first girlfriend. She was like a Cancer moon and a Capricorn sun, and that opposition was way harsher than like a Gemini and goddamn Sagittarius opposition type shit. I know what I'm talking about. Open Third IB said can't have knowledge without wisdom. Can't have wisdom without knowledge. Yes, sir. Exactly what I was talking about. That's also one way to put it. This is also one good way to put it, man. I need to charge my phone. I'm at 7%. Yeah. My back is hurting like a motherfucker. That shit crazy. Boss so hard, that shit crazy. That shit crazy. Shout out to Gen Z. I was about to say shout out to Gen Z. I was about to say shout out to Jay-Z. That ugly ass motherfucker, man. Somebody need to tell Jay-Z to get a motherfucking haircut. Because Jay-Z has like the ugliest dreads I've ever seen in my whole entire life, and I'm not even exaggerating. That motherfucker Jay-Z is like one of the most atrocious motherfuckers when it comes to having a proper hairstyle. Who is his goddamn barber? Somebody execute Jay-Z's barber right on the spot, man. Because oh my god, dude looks like... What the fuck is he even thinking? I'm seeing homeless people with fresher dreads than goddamn Jay-Z, and he's like one of the most richest people on the goddamn planet. What the fuck? Somebody fire his barber immediately. Somebody fire his for good, man. That motherfucker needs to be in jail, man. That motherfucker needs to be locked up for good. That motherfucker is doing Jay-Z dirty, man. What the fuck? He looks like a goddamn pineapple head. Who lives in a pineapple? Under the sea. Jay-Z. That dude on the fucking Lord. Nah, bro. Jay-Z's haircut is fucking crazy. Jay-Z's cut is... What the fuck? Oh my god. And y'all have like all the money in the world to look pretty. Man is right what Dolo the Pilot Man always has been saying. Either you got it or you don't. And Jay-Z don't got it, man. Motherfucker don't got it, man. So what the fuck is Beyonce doing? She's on like an ugliest motherfucker's dick, man. What the fuck? What the fuck? I damn sure know Jay-Z can't do no astro readings. I damn sure know Jay-Z can't do no goddamn spiritual ass lessons, and his music is fucking ass and overrated, man. Every time I was, man, money is. But the fact that you're like fucking atrocious as hell, man. What the fuck? What the fuck? But yeah, man, before I dip, let me tell you something. Stay honest. Stay fucking honest. Honesty. The moon is in goddamn Scorpio and the sun is in Scorpio. Honesty. Stay honest. And I'll be honest with you. I think I will dip in like 50 seconds because I need to have my watch time up. I need to get my watch time up. So I will stay for like 45 seconds. If you want to ask a question, now's the time to do so because your boy is going to leave soon. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. This has been a good ass life. Yo, my last life was like fucking ass because I was like freestyling with half a brain cell. I had like 2 hours of sleep and I went live. You know what I'm saying? Being direct has been helping me out for a lot of more lately. Yeah, me too. Being direct and honest is like prospering. It is a good way to prosper right now because of these Scorpio influences. Scorpio allows you or like demands you to be honest because Scorpio is either like lying, manipulating, hiding, or being honest. It's like the whole axis between Scorpio and Taurus. Lying versus honesty. Not versus, but lying and honesty, because both have like honest nature. If we're not honest, we are confronted with fighting insecurities. And nobody got time. Nobody got motherfucking time for that. But anyways, I think that's it. And every time I make a live stream, I don't wanna go. I wanna stay here forever, but it's damn near 2 p.m. for me. 2 a.m. for me. It's 1:33 for me right now. It's late as fuck, man. But yeah, I appreciate you guys. I will see you guys soon enough. Enjoy my song. I will drop a goddamn song after this live. So let me just clear my audio, refurbish, re-polish my audio, and drop this goddamn song I want to drop for this goddamn Scorpio new moon, man. Yes, sir, man. Yes, sir, man. I don't have shit as far as like equipment. I just have my phone and like some goddamn Apple headphones, and I make music with that shit. And I'm fire as fuck, man. I like it, man. I fucking like it, and I hope y'all like it too, man. Let me know what y'all think. I will drop it soon, like in a couple of minutes. I will drop a song in a couple of hours. Not hours, minutes. So let me shut this up and let's just go straight to work, man. I need to goddamn fix the goddamn audio, man. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? With that being said, your boy setting out. I appreciate you guys for watching. Stay safe. Take care of yourselves. And I'll see you guys soon enough, man. With that being said, your boy's heading out. I don't have any outro. I'm just saying stupid ass words because I don't know how to edit my goddamn live stream. And peace out to y'all. Shout y'all out and good.